Chosen One Collective, June 25th. Your peace is proof that you are protected. There is a strange test you may not have realized you were taking. Life places you in circumstances that should, by any reasonable measure, unravel you, and yet something in you remains quietly intact. Not unaffected, not numb, but undefeated in a way that surprises even you. You have probably mistaken this steadiness for coincidence, or for simply being strong by nature. It is neither. It is the signature of protection operating in your life in a form most people never learn to recognize, because they are looking for protection to show up as the absence of hardship rather than as the presence of peace inside the hardship. Think about the version of this season that could have existed without that peace. The version where every setback compounded into despair, where every uncertainty metastasized into panic, where the weight of what you are carrying actually crushed you the way it would crush most people carrying the same load. That version of this season is not the one you are living. You are living the version where, somehow, beneath the difficulty, there is a floor that has not given way. That floor is not an accident. It was placed there. It is being maintained, even now, by something paying closer attention to you than you have given it credit for. The Chosen One often searches for proof of divine protection in the wrong places, scanning for dramatic interventions, miraculous reversals, the kind of rescue that arrives like a scene in a film. Real protection rarely performs for an audience. It tends to look like a calm you cannot fully explain in a moment that should have broken you. It looks like waking up after a devastating piece of news and finding, to your own confusion, that you can still function, still breathe, still see a future worth moving toward. That calm is not denial. It is not you failing to take the situation seriously. It is evidence that something is holding you steady from a place deeper than your circumstances can reach. Consider how many times you have walked through something that, on paper, should have destroyed you, and yet you are still here, still capable of love, still capable of hope, still capable of laughing without it feeling forced. That continuity is not nothing. People who have truly been abandoned by whatever force governs the universe do not usually retain that capacity. Bitterness calcifies where peace cannot survive. The fact that you can still access peace, even in fragments, even imperfectly, even on the hard days when it feels thin, is itself the protection. It is not a sign that you have nothing to worry about. It is a sign that you are not facing it alone. There is a difference between peace that comes from circumstances being resolved and peace that comes from being held while circumstances remain unresolved. Most people only trust the first kind. They believe peace is something you earn after the problem disappears. But the peace you are being given right now, in the middle of an unresolved situation, is actually the rarer and more significant kind. It is peace that does not wait for permission from your circumstances. It is peace that arrives as evidence that you are being carried through something, not abandoned inside it. Notice, too, how this peace tends to arrive most clearly in the moments you least expect to find it. Not when everything is calm and easy, but in the middle of the exact situation that should have produced the most fear. A diagnosis, a loss, a sudden change you did not choose. And yet, somewhere inside the chaos, a strange stillness that does not match the severity of what is happening. That mismatch is not your mind malfunctioning. It is your spirit being reminded, in real time, that the ground beneath you is more solid than the ground beneath your circumstances. Circumstances shift constantly. What is holding you does not. This protection does not mean you will never be touched by difficulty again. That is not what is being promised here. What is being promised is that whatever touches you will not be allowed to have the final word. You will pass through fire and your essential self will remain recognizable on the other side. You will pass through loss and your capacity to love will remain intact. You will pass through fear and your faith, even if shaken, will not be extinguished. That continuity, That thread of you that survives every difficulty without losing its core, is the protection. It was never going to look like an absence of hardship. It was always going to look like presence inside the hardship. The next time fear tries to convince you that your calm means you are not taking your situation seriously enough, recognize that voice for what it is. Your peace is not naivety. It is not denial. It is the quiet, steady evidence that you are not navigating any of this without support, even when that support is invisible, even when you cannot name exactly where it is coming from. Close your eyes for a moment and receive these words. Whisper, "My peace is proof that I am protected. I am not facing this alone. The calm I feel beneath the difficulty is not an accident. It is evidence of something holding me steady. I trust the protection I cannot always see but can feel in the peace that remains. Trust the floor that has not given way. Trust the calm that has outlasted every reason you had to lose it. You are protected, not because nothing difficult has touched you, but because nothing difficult has been allowed to take you under. This is Chosen One Collective. We will see you tomorrow.